My name is Pam Rand. I work as a registered dietitian, nutritionist, and diabetes educator. I am also a trained yoga teacher. Yoga is especially good for people with chronic illness like diabetes. Yoga can help with reducing stress, anxiety, and tension in the body and the mind. There's 3 parts to this yoga video. The first part is limbering up, which also includes conscious breathing. The second part are the postures. Standing postures improve strength in the legs and stability. Seated postures help massage the inner organs, including the pancreas. The third and final section of this yoga video is meditation and relaxation. That brings everything together. Because there's 3 different parts, you can choose to do 1, 2, or all 3. Enjoy the video. We're going to do some warm-up exercises before we come to standing. But if you ever did feel like adjusting your seat, you could. We'll start with the breath and centering. You can close your eyes if it's comfortable. All we're doing is breathing. Just noticing your breath. If the eyes are open, they're softly opened, gazing down. If it's comfortable to close the eyes, you will. Notice if you can relax anything in the head, neck, and face. You could bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Let your belly relax completely. Breathe into your belly, all the way up into the chest. Exhale right back down, drawing the belly towards the back. Consciously breathing when we practice yoga. Inhale, belly swells. Breath comes all the way up into the chest. Exhale, right back down, drawing the belly towards the back, squeezing all the air out. One more time, conscious breath from the belly to the ribs, to the chest. Gently holding and then slowly releasing all the way back down. Belly draws back. You can let your hands rest, palms down or up, and just breathe naturally. Always returning to the breath in yoga. Whenever we get distracted by noises or thoughts, it's just a cue to come back to your breath. From here, we'll stretch the eyes in all directions. Take a breath in, and when you exhale, stretch your eyes straight up, 12 o'clock. Release, take another breath in, look to the right as far as you can. Come back to neutral, take a breath in, look straight down your nose without moving your head. Back to neutral, take a breath in, Look to the left. Stretching. And then back to neutral. Rub your hands vigorously together. Cup the hands over the face. Let the fingertips rest on the brow skin, temple skin. And just gently start to massage. You can move your fingers down the sides of your face, just gently circling or pressing the jaw, even coming into the cheekbones, the nose, the nostrils, the lower jaw, the ears, pressing, pulling, massaging. Moving your hands to either side of the back of the neck, pressing, massaging, circling, down the shoulders, pressing, squeezing, massaging, and then bring your fingertips to the crown of your head. Gently tap. There's a lot of nerve endings just under the skin. We're waking things up. We do all this and then rest and receive. Notice what you're feeling. From here, you'll think about your shoulders. Inhale, the shoulders high up. Hold for a second or two and then roll them back and down. Try it again. The inhale starts, movement follows, you hold, and then exhale back and down. One more time. Inhale, shoulders high up, hold, roll back and down, and just rest. Circulating blood. The next exercise, we'll get into the arms. The arms are an extension of the heart center. Inhale, arms shoulder height, fist the hands, hold the breath, and slowly release. Exhaling. Inhale, arms float up, shoulder height, fist the hands, hold the breath with the face relaxed, and slowly release. One more time, you start your inhale, the arms follow, holding, tensing, and releasing. The best part of yoga is the release. Receiving the effects, feel it. You can adjust yourself in your seat whenever you need to or want to. From here, we'll think about the legs. You'll see what it feels like to lift both legs up and flex the feet. But if that's too much, we can do one leg at a time. Inhale one leg up. You can feel the muscle, flex, and point the toe. Release. Try the other side. Inhale up, flex and point, flex and point, and then release. The legs can stay hanging, but if you're in a chair and you don't have what I have here, you would have to lift the leg, and then we'll do circles. One way and the other way. Waking up all joints. You might hear cracking and crunching. Other side. Lifting, or if you're lucky enough to be sitting on a dock like me, you can just circle down here. It feels way different. Circle the other way, If something hurts, you wouldn't do it. If you got jabbing pain, you would stop. Rest and receive. Always return to the breath. You can always exhale through the mouth whenever you need to or want to. Inhale through the nose. The next part is a forward bend. You can sit back in your seat. If your feet are on the floor, they're resting, and your knees are tracking right over your ankles. We sit tall first, inhaling, collarbones lifting, and then we exhale, elbows to the knees. You see what this feels like. Let your belly hang right out. The head can drop if it feels good to you, or it can stay heart height. If you felt like you ever wanted more, you could deepen the postures. In this one, you could hang your arms between the legs. Breathing into the back of the body. To come out, you move slowly, taking your time, never moving fast. The next posture is a side bend. You can do it in the chair, like this, or if you feel like coming off your chair at this point, you could stand, feet come a little closer together. Depending on you and your shoulder and your neck, one arm could rise up straight. If this doesn't feel good to you, you could bend the elbow and lean to the side. Arm is either straight completely or bent. Come back to neutral and rest. Inhale the opposite arm up. Exhale, spill to the side gently. You could always put the other hand on the hip. Come back to neutral. 2 more times, either side. Inhale the arm up. Use your hand at the waist or the hip or the leg. If you're sitting in the chair, the hand could be on the chair. Come back to neutral. Take your time here. One more time, either side. You start your inhale, the movement follows. Back to neutral. You could come back to the chair whenever you wanted to or needed to. We might feel like a back bend at this point. If you're on a chair, the hands could be on the side of the chair, behind you. You could come to the edge of the chair, straighten your legs, open your throat, follow your breath. See what it feels like. Take your time. Expand the chest. Only open the throat or drop the head back if it's all right for the neck. And then back to neutral. Just rest and receive. When the palms are up, we're in a receiving mode. Breathing in through the nose, the nostrils. You might pretend that you're receiving energy through the palms of the hands, soles of the feet. Mindful from head to toe, inside to out, outside to in. Yoga is a whole body experience, and for people with diabetes, the feet are exceptionally important. It's important to take off your shoes during the day and wiggle your toes around. And then it's really important to massage your feet and inspect your feet. If your feet don't comfortably come up as high as this bench, you can adjust yourself on your chair or your couch. Find a place that's comfortable for you. Looking, massaging, pressing, smoothing the skin. Even looking between the toes is important to make sure that there's no cuts. And if there are any cuts, you want to watch them to make sure they heal, or even tell your doctor about them. Massaging can also be painful for people with diabetes. Sometimes there's numbness, tingling, actual pain because of poor circulation. You still want to do it without hurting yourself. Deep sensation is good, but actual pain wouldn't be. If getting your foot up this high is definitely not workable for you, you could always use a tennis ball. Massaging your foot in this way, holding. When you feel a place that's painful, you don't necessarily avoid it. You could stay there and breathe into it. Eventually, you will improve your circulation. It's recommended to inspect your feet daily, and what would be really good is if you gave your feet some self-care, like massage with the tennis ball or your hands daily. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about before you do the standing poses, it's important that your feet don't slip. You can use a yoga mat. It's called a sticky mat, so that your feet don't slip. When you're spreading your legs a little wider, you can buy this as inexpensively as $8.99 at Ocean State Job Lot. Take care of your feet. The first standing pose is called tree pose. It's good for strengthening the legs, stability, and balance. I use a chair. From mountain pose, all the standing poses come from mountain pose. You get your feet organized, parallel to each other, as wide as necessary for stability. You can hold on to the back of a chair or a counter. Fix your gaze at a downward angle for grounding. And then shift your weight back and forth, forward and back. Your attention is on the feet. Eventually, we settle in on the leg closest to the chair. Feel the big toe pressing down. Open the opposite knee. Strengthen the standing leg and only slide the other foot up if the hip of the standing leg feels strong, stable. The gaze is fixed. The breath is coming and going. The body is wobbling, but the gaze is steady. You would only let go if you want to challenge yourself further. Don't forget to breathe. Come out when you're ready. Close the eyes if it's comfortable, and feel the release. Notice the energy shift down the standing leg. We'll try the other side. One side is always different than the other. Mountain pose first. Fix your gaze second. Shift your weight, attention in the feet. Come to stand only on the leg closest to the chair or the counter. Open the opposite knee. See what this hip feels like. Can you lift up and still stay stable and grounded in the standing leg? The other foot could slide up, but only if it feels right today. You would only let go if you feel particularly balanced or just want to challenge yourself further. Of course, we're wobbling in the foot, the ankle. Come out, close the eyes if it's comfortable, and receive the effects of tree pose. We'll try triangle. So this time, the seat of the chair is closest to us. The feet go as wide as comfortable. You pivot the front foot under the seat of the chair. The hand can rest on the seat. And when you inhale next, you open your top hip. Feel the stretch maybe. The ribs open, the shoulder opens. You feel your legs, the muscles. When the arms stretch, you could let go of the chair if you wanted to, but you don't have to. This posture touches every part of the body, physical, inside to outside. It improves digestion, stretching the side like this. One side open, other side getting massaged, inner organs. To come out of the pose, you could look down, soften the front knee and step the back foot forward, and or stretching like this. Depends on you. We'll try the other side. Triangle. Legs only as wide as comfortable. Pivot the front foot 90. The back toes come in a little. The hand is resting. The other hand follows the breath, rolling open the top hip. Feel the stretch there. You might feel this in your ribs, between your ribs, your arm. Staying for 3 cycles of breath, breathing in through the nose, out through the nose or the mouth. Sweeping your chin close to your chest to know where your neck is comfortable. To come out, you would look down, soften the front knee, step the back foot forward, and or stretch again like this. The next posture is a twist. You can scoot forward in the chair, bring your feet together to touch, squeeze your knees as best you can. Sit tall, use your hands on the side of the chair to help find alignment in the central channel. And then the right hand can come to the left knee. You can press there, bring the opposite hand behind or beside you. A seated twist also massages the inner organs, the pancreas included. It's as if we're wringing it out. The breath is coming and going. You can always return to the breath. You can move your head a little, maybe gaze over one shoulder, gaze over the other shoulder. The spinal twist encourages spinal mobility as well. When you exhale, you untwist. Receive the effects of the twist. Feel the release and imagine the blood flow to all the inner organs after they were wrung out. We'll try the other side. Feet are pressing, knees are squeezing. Bring the left hand to the right knee. Sit tall, collarbones lift, but shoulders drop back and down. The opposite hand comes to the side of the chair, the leg of the chair, or even behind. The gaze stays forward to start, but then once you feel comfortable in the seated twist, you could move the tip of your nose. You could slowly turn the head side to side. Keep coming back to your breath, feet pressing, knees squeezing. Imagine the central channel like a spiral staircase. Feel it. And on an exhale, you'll unwind. Rest for a breath or two. Receiving the effects of the spinal twist. The next posture is another standing pose. I like to bring the high back of the chair close to me like we did with tree. You could step your legs wider if it feels comfortable. This pose is called Warrior Two. It definitely builds strength in the legs. The front foot pivots 90. The front knee bends a little or more. If your knees are flexible, you could widen your legs. The arms float out one at a time. You can feel stretching in the hips and the groins. Relax your shoulders, even with the arms up. Luckily, the chair is here, just in case you feel wobbly. If you ever feel jabbing pain in a joint, neck, shoulders, knees, you could relax the arms. You could bring them up again. To come out of the pose, you could step the feet together, hold on to the chair for stability, and just receive the effects. You might feel pulsing, streaming. It's improving circulation. The postures, moving the body. So Warrior Two. Legs are wide, front foot pivots 90, front knee bends a little or more. This side might be different. Nothing is supposed to hurt. No jabbing pain. Stretching and pulling, yes. Deep pull, deep stretch, but no jabbing pain. You challenge yourself, following your breath, you can feel your strength increasing, your flexibility and your balance as you do these postures over time. Always transitioning the way you need to or want to. Taking a breath or two in between the postures to receive the energy shift. The next posture could also be done standing or sitting. It's called five-pointed star. So the legs are only as wide as comfortable. This time, both feet angle out. You might let go of the counter or the chair. Breathe into all 5 points. If you feel unstable or the hips or some part of the lower body doesn't feel right, you can do the five-pointed star in the chair. The back is straight as you could get it. Breathe in through the soles of the feet, the palms of the hands, the nose. Exhale through all 5 points. The crown of the head, the hands, the soles of the feet. Even with the arms up, can you relax your shoulders? Let the breath wash over you and through you. Release and relax. If done on a regular basis, all of these yoga postures will increase strength. They might even help you decrease your weight. It's mindfulness. The blood pressure might decrease, along with the triglycerides. The next posture, after all the standing postures, is modified fish. You can come to the edge of your chair, hold on to the side, straighten your legs. If you feel stable here, point the toes up, spread the toes, and then take a big breath in and up the central channel of the body. The chest expands. The lower shoulder blades gently pinch towards each other without force. The throat opens, releasing tension in the neck, the shoulders, the throat. Don't forget to breathe and release. Receive the effects. From here, we'll transition to the third and final part, meditation and relaxation. We're going to do a short breath-based meditation. The breath is powerful. We'll be mindful of the breath through the whole meditation, and then we'll transition to relaxation. For meditation, it's important to sit up, so find yourself comfortable. You might even put a pillow behind you if you're on an easy chair or the couch. If you're in a straight back chair, you could sit more forward. Make sure you're comfortable. Having the spine as straight as you can is important. Balancing the head over the sternum. You could rock forward and back, side to side. From here, take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the nose or the mouth. You could do that again if you need to or want to. In through the nose, out through the nose or the mouth. The eyes can close if it's comfortable, taking away distractions. If it's not comfortable for you to close the eyes, you could keep them 1/10 open, gazing at a downward glance. Watch your breath. Follow it. In through your nose, out through your nose or your mouth. Some people would rather feel their breath at the belly. You might put one hand or two there. Find a place where you can stay with the breath. Someplace the body's moving or right at your nostrils. We choose a place and we stick with it. The mind is high functioning, so we always get pulled away. Just keep coming back to your breath. You could even silently say to yourself, I am inhaling. I am exhaling. Maybe just the word inhale, exhale. If a sound or a feeling pulls you away, just come back to the breath. There's no place to go, nothing to do, no one to take care of. Just notice your breath. Just a few more conscious breaths here. Watch your inhale and watch your exhale. Feel the inhale. And feel the exhale. You can let go of the focus on the breath and just rest. If your eyes were closed, you could softly open them 1/10 and then close them again. You could move a little, hands, fingers, head, neck, or shoulders. Eventually, the eyes will open. We'll do a relaxation now. For this exercise or yoga posture, you can lay down. When you transition to laying down on the floor or your bed or a yoga mat, feel if your back is pulling. If it is, you'll bend your knees. Take your time transitioning. If laying on your back is definitely not right for you, you could lay on your side or your belly. All we're doing here is letting go of the muscles, the heavy bones, releasing and relaxing. You might feel certain parts of the body, your feet, your calves, legs, hips, belly, chest, shoulders, arms and hands, Let the breath wash over you. Let the exhale release any holding. Resting the physical body. When we allow the relaxation to happen in the physical body, the mind follows. Don't try to make anything happen. Just breathe and rest. The breath is natural, unconscious. Take the time to notice what you're feeling. Relaxed and awake at the same time. The whole body, from outside to in, inside to out, gets a signal to let go. The place right before sleep is powerful. The heart is open and undefended. You might even imagine a flower at your heart center. Take a deeper breath in through the nose as if you were smelling the flower. And when you exhale, release whatever you no longer need or want through the back side of the body, the crown of the head. Take another breath in. Send your breath to your toes or fingers, inviting gentle movements back. Take your time. You could take a full body stretch at this point, or you could roll to your side, whatever feels good for you, as you make your way back to this timed place, completely rested, recovered, healthy, happy, and whole.